30-20. Matthew Stafford throwing 4 touchdowns. Wide receiver Puka Nacua returned after missing 5 games with a knee injury. He had 7 catches and 106 receiving yards. Fellow wideout Cooper Kupp also returning after missing 4 games with an ankle injury. He had 51 receiving yards and a score. Kyron Williams added 97 yards on the ground and scored on a receiving touchdown, his 10th straight game finding the end zone. Rams now 3-4. For the Vikings, Sam Darnold threw 2 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson had 8 catches for 115 yards. Minnesota, with a second straight loss, falls to 5-2. In other news, new Chiefs wideout DeAndre Hopkins thanked the Titans for sending him to Kansas City. Hopkins said playing for a contender, quote, takes your game to a different level. Head coach Andy Reid added D-Hop could make his KC debut Sunday versus the Raiders. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Wendy's breakfast burrito has an entire breakfast in every bite. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, American cheese, cheese sauce, and sausage or bacon. So the first bite is like fresh cracked American cheese, bacon. And the second bite is like fresh cracked American cheese, bacon. You get the idea. And now, get yours with $1 any size soft drink. Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Exclusions apply.
Hey, John. Why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
It is a Friday, the 25th day of October, 2024, and we are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. I'm Carroll in the newsroom, Jared Anchondo. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Carroll.
It's another gorgeous day.
Gorgeous day.
And, we've been peaking in the mid-90s this last week, and it doesn't bother me a bit.
Oh, no. It's getting cool, and I like that.
Well, the evenings and mornings, nice and cool and enjoyable. And looking ahead to the forecast, somebody's going to complain next week, oh, it's so cold. Yes.
Well, at least we got to enjoy 2 weeks of nice weather.
Well, next week is going to be nice as well, but to some people, anything under 80 degrees is too cold.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, hopefully it's not windy. That's what we're going to get, I'm sure, but that's just how it is this time of the year.
Yes.
Usually about Halloween night, it starts to get a little breezy.
Just a little nip in the air?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, are you got a favorite in the World Series?
Oh, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there because I try to stay nonpartisan on this type of stuff.
Yeah.
How about you, Carol?
Well, I am of the opinion, I hope they both lose. I'm one of those people. I root against the Dodgers. I root against the Yankees. I root against the Dallas Cowboys. And by the way, for a chance at the playoffs, I understand the Dallas Cowboys have now joined the Mountain West Football Conference. Huh. Anyway, if you want a ticket to the Game 1 of the Yankees-Dodgers World Series tonight in L.A., according to SeatGeek, the cheapest tickets start at $1,200.
Oh.
So, you got a choice here. $1,200 for a 1 seat at Dodger Stadium or a tank of gas. Take your pick. Okay. That's pretty much the way things are breaking down.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Oh, consumer data reveals that 1/4 of Americans will spend less money on Halloween this year due to a struggling economy. And that probably explains the new party game, bobbing for ramen. Yeah, it help you get through. Are you ready for birthdays?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's see. Birthdays today. A San Diego State alum, Mrs. Cunningham. Actor Marion Ross is 96. Singer John Anderson of Yes, 80. Singer Taffy Nivert of Starland Vocal Band, 80. Actor Brian Kerwin, 75. Actor Nancy Cartwright, 67. Drummer Chad Smith of Red Hot Chili Peppers, 63. Actor Tracy Nelson, Ricky Nelson's little girl, is 61. Actor Michael Boatman is 60. Actor Kevin Michael Richardson is 60. Actor Matthew Amalric is 59 actually. Comedian Samantha Bee is 55. Actor Adam Goldberg is 54. Actor Persia White, 54. Actor Craig Robinson, 53. Actor Mekad Brooks is 44. Singer Katy Perry, 40. Actor Krista Marie Yu is 36. And local birthdays coming up. InnerCare is your one-stop shop for your family's healthcare needs, with 2 new healthcare facilities opening in Imperial in 2025. InnerCare will now have 8 locations to choose from in the Imperial Valley. Look for InnerCare's new healthcare facility and new PACE Center exclusively for senior citizens opening in 2025 next to the new Cambria Hotel. InnerCare, making life healthy from the inside out. We have happy birthday wishes for Joseph Mulheron, Alfie Varejo, Sonia Newton, Lynn Sanchez, Eric McCormick, Erica Alvarez, Ryan Breland, Grace Lopez, Becky Bingley, Cecilia Wong, Juan Quintero, Maria Gasca, Sandra Maitorena, and Joe Montenegro. Happy birthday from KXO. Well, tonight, all sorts of activities going on around the valley. We'll tell you about them coming up. Tomorrow, activities as well. Also, Tracy Lyon Ramirez will be broadcasting live from the DEA's National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day at Starbucks on South 4th in El Centro. Around the country, DEA and local police provide drop-off locations for the safe disposal of unneeded, unwanted, leftover prescription drugs. According to the CDC, they estimate over 107,000 people died from drug overdoses last year. And then, of course, there's Keith Richards, right? Okay, are you ready for the news? Okay, we're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines to begin with, brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe.
CBS News Brief. More than a dozen former Trump White House aides released a letter backing ex-Chief of Staff John Kelly's claims the former president behaved like a fascist. CBS's Christopher Cruz.
The writers were blunt. For the good of our country, our democracy, and our Constitution, they say, we are asking you to listen closely and carefully to General Kelly's warning.
Mr. Trump visits Texas today and picks up where he left off at a rally in Tempe, Arizona tonight.
Kamala's migrant invasion, given to us through gross incompetence, disqualifies her from even thinking about being president.
Court documents say the 15-year-old accused of killing his parents and 3 siblings in their home near Seattle lied to police. CBS's Carter Evans.
Police say the suspect called 911 out of breath and claimed that it was his 13-year-old brother, Benjamin Humiston, who had, quote, just shot my whole family and committed suicide, too.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. A district attorney in Los Angeles says he'll petition the court today to re-sentence Eric and Lyle Menendez.
We're going to recommend to the court that the life without the possibility of parole be removed and that they will be sentenced for murder.
George Gascon citing newly presented evidence bolstering the brothers' claim that they killed their parents in 1989 in self-defense, and their father had abused them for years, and their mother turned a blind eye. They were sentenced to life without parole. Game 1 of the World Series at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles today. LA Mayor Karen Bass says the city is ready for a safe weekend.
The Dodgers will take the field for Game 1, and the city will be ready to take action as well.
Dodgers hosting the Yankees. Traffic a major concern, with fans heading to the game urged to use public transportation. 6 former BART workers celebrating a court victory. They sued the transit agency, claiming they were fired over a COVID vaccine mandate. A federal jury agreed and decided they should get more than $1 million each. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that we breathe.
Buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. Before you tour a home, the real estate professional you're working with may ask you to sign a buyer's agreement, which describes the services you'll receive, each party's role and responsibilities, and how your agent will be compensated, all of which you'll want to discuss with them up front. So work with an agent who's a realtor. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors, with a duty to honestly represent you and put your interests above their own, because that's who we are.
Halloween's coming alive at Target. Jackie and Gordy, the Jack-o'-lanterns, here with a front porch view of Target's Halloween deals, like Best House on the Block trick-or-treat candy starting at $5.99.
Sweet. Don't forget, can't wait to wear it costumes from $15.
Can't wait to see it. Oh, and decorating and pumpkin carving kits for $5.
That's how I got my big toothy grin.
This week only, trick-or-treat candy starts at $5.99, costumes from $15, and decorating and pumpkin carving kits for $5. Make your Halloween come alive at Target. Restrictions apply.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley, and they have mobile service vans that come to you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
KXO News. Halloween events in Calexico, El Centro, and Imperial. Here's George Gale.
All 3 events are being held this evening. In Calexico, the Recreation Department is hosting a Halloween costume party dance. There will be a costume contest with prizes. Costume, however, is not mandatory to attend the event. It starts at 6 p.m. Cost is $10 for adults, $5 for seniors. You can bring your own snacks and drinks. The City of El Centro Parks and Recreation is hosting their Trunks or Treat event at Stark Field. The event features a Trail of Terror. There will also be a hayride, costume runway, and an inflatable costume dance-off. A dance-off. It starts at 6 p.m. Food trucks will be on site. The City of Imperial will be hosting their 2nd annual Trunk or Treat with the Drifters Car Club. It'll be held at Ager Park starting at 6 p.m. this evening. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Drug Take-Back Day. Saturday is the Drug Enforcement Administration's Drug Take-Back Day. This is the DEA's 27th National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. Collection sites will be available from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. throughout the United States. They will be collecting tablets, capsules, patches, and other solid forms of prescription drugs. This day presents an opportunity to prevent pill abuse, theft, and accidental poisoning by ridding households of expired, unused, and unwanted prescription drugs. Vaping devices will be accepted provided lithium batteries are removed. Liquids, syringes, and other sharps and illegal drugs will not be accepted. In Yuma, the collection center will be at Yuma Sheriff's Office Foothill Substation. And Imperial County, the DEA will be at Starbucks on South 4th Street in El Centro this Saturday. KXO Local News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
A car smashed into a house Wednesday night. Here's George Gale.
The incident was reported shortly after 11 p.m. in the 1000 block of First Avenue in Yuma. Callers reported that a car had crashed into the house and came to rest on its side. The driver was able to get out of the vehicle on his own. The family occupying the house were not injured. Yuma Fire Technical Response Component was activated to remove the car from the house and shore up an unstable section of the house. The driver was transported to the hospital for evaluation of injuries. The family was able to stay in the house. The Yuma Police Department is investigating the incident. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
City of El Centro will host their second National First Responders Day this Saturday. The event will honor the bravery and dedication of the city's first responders, with 9 new names added to the First Responders Wall. The event recognizes individuals from law enforcement, fire service, emergency medical services, and emergency dispatchers who have served the community. The 9 inductees are Mario Sanabria, Efren Coronel, Jeff A. Mason, and Larry W. Zinn from the El Centro Police Department. We also have Chad Whitlock, Oscar Jauregui, Thomas Garner, Michael Pat Apolitegui, and Alvin Lefty Martin from the El Centro Fire Department. The public is invited to attend the ceremony at 9 a.m. Saturday, October 26th. It'll be at First Responders Park, located in the 1900 block of North Waterman in El Centro. El Centro Mayor Silvio Marroquin said this is an opportunity to express deep gratitude to the men and women who protect and serve El Centro. Adding these 9 names to the wall will ensure their contributions are remembered for future generations. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather up next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley, at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
Page 2 of the local news and weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
A tractor reported stolen on Monday was recovered on Tuesday, according to the Imperial County Sheriff's Office. A 2022 John Deere. Oh, wait, we'll let George take it from here. How about that?
According to Imperial County Sheriff's Office, a 2022 John Deere 5075M tractor belonging to Paul Cameron Ranches was taken from the area of Leidick Loop, just north of Imperial. Initial witness statements indicated that the tractor may have been taken by a transient that was seen in the area on Saturday evening. Imperial County Sheriff's Office deputies distributed flyers with information on the theft, and in response from the public led to the discovery of the stolen tractor stuck in the mud along Cary Road. West of Dogwood Road, the tractor was returned to its owner. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And Brawley has an advisory for motorists. The city of Brawley has work planned for Main Street. It starts October 27th and will continue until 5 p.m. October 30th. The city of Brawley has contracted with Robe Engineering to construct roadway improvements along Main Street. The work will start at 1st Street and continue to Cesar Chavez Street. Eastbound road closure will be October 27th through October 28th. westbound road closure will be October 28th through October 29th. Main Street will be fully closed October 20th and October, we'll leave it from there, October 30th until 5 p.m. Access to Main Street will be limited during the mentioned time period. They say pedestrians will not be able to walk through the restricted areas, while businesses will be able to remain open during the construction. Vehicle parking will be limited to the alleys behind the businesses. And a sinkhole was found early Thursday morning. Here's George Gale with the details.
It was first thought to be a flooding on the roadway. It was discovered at around 3:30 Thursday morning. It was later determined to be a sinkhole. County Public Works says Carter Road from Loveland Road to Webster Road is closed to traffic. It'll remain closed until further notice. It is strongly suggested that motorists find an alternate route. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And with Halloween around the corner, we have some Halloween safety tips. Office of Traffic Safety offers some safety tips. Drivers must be alert for all the ghosts and goblins that may be everywhere. Drivers should slow down and watch for foot traffic, especially in residential neighborhoods. Take extra time at intersections and driveways. Never drive impaired or distracted. If you must drink, take a designated driver. For trick-or-treaters, costumes must fit to prevent falling or trips. Yeah, you don't want to fall down in the road. Wear reflective tape on costumes or bags and your Halloween, your candy buckets. Walk on sidewalks as much as possible. Be vigilant while crossing the street. In El Centro, additional officers will be on patrol on Halloween from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. KXO News Time, 7:49. We'll take a look at weather next.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Try one of our weekday lunch specials that include a soft drink from just $8 and up. For October, enjoy a refreshing bottle of Sam Adams Oktoberfest for only $5.50 or a Jaeger Mojito. And don't miss our Oktoberfest burger. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says strong high pressure will persist over the region through this weekend, leading to above normal temperatures with highs mostly in the mid-90s across the Imperial and Yuma valleys. Temperatures are expected to cool to below normal again by next Tuesday as a weather system passes through the region. Breezy conditions and increased cloudiness can be expected with 95 the high yesterday, 59 the overnight low, sunny today with a high again near 95, light wind. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 64, light wind becoming south-southeast about 5 miles an hour. Mostly sunny on Saturday with a high near 95, light wind. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high again near 95 and light wind. 63 degrees, 56% relative humidity, wind out of the west-southwest at about 3. Air quality moderate in Calexico, good all over the valley. Local news, page 2 in the weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Stan's Auto Body, a name you've heard of and a name you can trust. Bo and his team have been serving his customers at Stan's Auto Body for many years now. His mission to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services and working closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering you superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. So if the unfortunate happens to you or you need some dents fixed, don't hesitate and call Stan's Auto Body or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
And it's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Well, the World Series starts today. Well, we're going to get serious about baseball. And interesting storylines, the Dodgers star, Shohei Ohtani, and, of course, the Yankees, and, Aaron Judge, a lineup of stars. Anyway, the World Series gets underway late this afternoon at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Meanwhile, Thursday night football, the Rams beat the Vikings 30-20. And no, that penalty that was not called didn't really make any difference.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations at Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
NBA action last night. The Celtics over the Wizards, 122-102. Mavericks mauled the Spurs, 120-109. Thunder topped the Nuggets, 102-87. And the Timberwolves edged the Kings, 117-115. Also, Thursday night football last night, the Hopeville Vikings beat the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets 38-0. Hopeville remains undefeated. Coming up tonight, it will be Vincent Memorial at Calipatria. It will be Calexico at Southwest. John Treffel and I will be there. And you can listen to the game on our website, kxoradio.com. Imperial and Brawley tee it up. Is this the IVL championship game? It'll be Imperial and Brawley tonight in Imperial. You can listen live on AM 1230 and on our KXO YouTube channel. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's free. You don't have to subscribe. But if you subscribe, you get extra benefits. Free. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. And it's time to take a look at financial news and a brief look at the weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. Keurig Dr. Pepper will expand its energy drink business by acquiring the brand Ghost for more than $1 billion. The range of Ghost's energy drink flavors, in partnership with sweet brands like Sour Patch Kids and Oreo, sets Keurig up to appeal to a younger audience, the company said in a statement. Keurig CEO Tim Kofer said in an earnings call Thursday that the brand appears to Gen Zennials. These beverages satisfy a near universal consumer need for energy and alertness, which is increasingly relevant in a world with significant demands on our time and attention, according to Kofer. Elsewhere, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella asked for a reduction in the cash incentive portion of his pay after a security incident that prompted criticism from the U.S. government. Still, Nadella's total pay went up sharply for the most recent fiscal year. What can I say? Nadella, he'll make more than $30 million. 5.5 million higher than before. Ah, yes. Yeah, okay, mess up and get rewarded. Meanwhile, Apple rejoined the ranks of the top 5 smartphone providers in the Chinese market in the third quarter. Helped by the launch of the iPhone 16, Apple's shipment growth was flat year to year in the second quarter. The company took the second position by market share in the third quarter. So what's shaking on the big board? Right now, we see green. The Dow up 121 points at 42,494. S&P 500 up 43 points at 58.52. The NASDAQ sitting at 18,646. That's up 231 points. Gold also up 320 an ounce. Oil up 89 cents a barrel as consumer sentiment hits a 6-month high as consumers looking at the upcoming election.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my #1 priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be sunny today with a high near 95, light wind. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 64. Light wind becoming south-southeast about 5 miles an hour. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near 95, light wind. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 95 and light wind. 65 degrees downtown, 51% our relative humidity. Wind is out of the west-southwest at about 3 miles an hour. Air quality in Calexico is moderate. It is good elsewhere in the valley. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects you, your home, your business, your construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, the Imperial Source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile.
I'm Steve Kathan. The presidential campaigns target Texas today, and one leans on star power.
Vice President Harris rallying for abortion rights in a state with one of the strictest abortion bans in the nation. She's hoping Beyonce can help.
She's a very talented artist, but I don't really care about her political opinions.
If she's supporting Kamala, then I think that's a good thing.
I'm going to go with my kids and grandkids.
Former President Donald Trump heading to Austin, expected to talk about border security and immigration with podcasting giant Joe Rogan.
Getting exposure to that audience might help him a little bit on the margins.
People are persuaded that way.
Probably a better idea than running around with Beyonce. Chris Fox for CBS News, Austin.
More than a dozen former Trump administration officials, all Republicans, have signed a letter supporting comments made this week by former Trump Chief of Staff John Kelly. He said Trump, while in office, praised Hitler and said Trump would govern like a dictator if elected again. CBS's Christopher Cruz tells us election officials in Colorado say they've stopped an effort to fraudulently cast votes by using a batch of at least a dozen stolen mail-in ballots.
The scheme was discovered by the state's voter signature verification process. When election officials reached out to a group of voters because the signatures didn't match, the voters told them they hadn't voted. Secretary of State Jena Griswold.
The team in Mesa County is re-examining every ballot return envelope that has been received at this point.
She wouldn't say if anyone's been arrested or if any suspects have been identified.
Overseas, Israeli troops targeted a hospital in northern Gaza, as we hear from Jerusalem reporter Linda Gradstein.
Israeli forces stormed a Hamas-run hospital in northern Gaza and stationed forces outside. A doctor told the Reuters news agency that when the Israeli army retreated, the World Health Organization evacuated dozens of patients.
Success for SpaceX as 3 Americans and a Russian returned from the space station.
On behalf of SpaceX, welcome home.
But after splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico, the 4 were taken to a medical facility. NASA says it was precautionary, but has given given no further details. A sign of some progress in storm-battered western North Carolina, as we hear from CBS's Jim Crisula.
The water system is up and running again in the Asheville area nearly a month after Hurricane Helene ravaged western North Carolina. While the water can be used to bathe and flush toilets, it's still not safe to drink, and no one knows when that will change.
Tonight is Game 1 of baseball's World Series. The National League champion LA Dodgers hosting the AL pennant-winning New York Yankees. Wall Street. Right now, the Dow is up 119 points. The S&P is up 45. NASDAQ up 250. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice5G and start saving today.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling your entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
President Biden goes to Arizona today to discuss new investments in the Native American community.
Interior Secretary Deborah Haaland, the first Native American ever to hold that post, says the president will also issue an apology to Indian nations for abuses suffered by Native children who were forced to attend federal Indian boarding schools.
Tens of thousands of Indigenous children, as young as 4 years old, were taken from their families and communities and forced into boarding schools run by the U.S. government and religious institutions.
The Washington Post issued a detailed report on abuses suffered by Native children at those schools. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, the White House.
A federal judge has halted the merger between the makers of Coach and Michael Kors handbags, saying the companies are close competitors and that a merger would result in a loss of head-to-head competition and raise prices for consumers. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sound a little taller on radio.
AM 1230 KXO. 1230 KXO.